So it is Saturday, the 14th of February. I just got back from Y. I was chilling, doing a little bit of jacuzzi, a little bit relaxing because last week was really, wasn't the best week, but it was still a very strenuous week. And so weekends sometimes I like going to just get a little bit of me time in without, too much of the strain. One thing though I do gotta say is I feel my right bicep a lot. I think it was from yesterday when I was squatting, doing the front squat with the holding the bar like that. I think I don't know how I strained it, but I strained it a lot. So I'm gonna have to take a little bit of break and see. Hopefully it heals up nice and quick. The fact that Monday is deadlift day is kind of putting me a little bit on edge, because when you lift heavy, when you strap up and stuff, you use biceps when you hold, granted, you might not use it as much, but still, I would rather just, not have this feeling of like semi-injured bicep. Well, not injured, but extremely sore bicep. So hopefully within the next 2 days it heals up and I stop feeling it completely, because when you feel it, it's a different kind of perspective, to lifting. It kind of makes you always question yourself. Will I rip my bicep? I'll try to lift this. Will I do this? Will I do that? And so kind of like a little update, and I'm like, biceps a bit sore. So depending on how things go, Monday deadlift might be strapped up all the time deadlift for me, which will throw off my game because I won't be holding it like I normally hold it for when I do deadlifts for heavy. When I do deadlifts for my extremely heavy, my 1 MRs, right? Well, my one PRs, one of my personal records, I try to go, chalk, no straps. That way I could actually get in position, a lot quicker, and being able to create that tension in my stomach to, push out against the lifting belt, which is what the lifting belt's for, to create internal abdominal pressure, to kind of stabilize your whole core. That way when you do stuff, it's not just going on your back. It is involving your core. It's turning on other muscle groups as well. So now if you have to wrap up every time, right, it's a little bit harder for me to get in good position. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's a bit harder for me. But I will see how I feel Monday, because some days you just don't feel as good as you think you should. Like this last Wednesday when I was doing deadlifts, and I just straight up, like, I don't know what happened, but my deadlift felt so heavy that I popped a capillary in my eye, which is to such extent a very high blood pressure, created by me not breathing. So I don't know. But anyways, the weather is absolutely amazing. Like, as you see, I got shades on. It is bright outside, and it's great weather for February, considering it's Washington, and in Washington we have lots of rain. For Valentine's Day, for folks who are lucky enough to have that, someone special, it's a great day to go out and do stuff. So anyways, I wish everybody happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully you did something fun. If not, do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cheat myself, and I'm gonna eat some sweets today, because screw it, even if I didn't get them from a girl, I'm still getting my fat on. Other than that, I hope to see you guys Monday. Hopefully I am all ready to go, all energized, all on point. If not, it is what it is. I ain't even tripping, because of the fact that some days you're gonna have great days, some days you're not. It's part of lifting. You know, the most important part is stay on topic, stay on point, and stay, you know, in the gym. And I'm at the, you know, my biggest thing is I got to maintain my diets. You know, a good diet of not eating crap all the time like I used to. So that's what I've been trying to do recently, is transfer my fat into muscles by cutting out a lot of my sweets, except for today, of course. Today's a special day, you know. And some cheat days. I still need my cheat days. Sometimes it's Sunday because, you know, when you're eating the same thing again and again and again and again and again, it's still tasty, but, you know, you kind of get bored of it. Yeah, so, we'll see. But really hoping to cut down some more. Oh, also, I think I will do pretty much a little bit over a month since my first set of photos. I haven't posted these photos anywhere yet because it's kind of not really good progress yet. But when I was in Japan, I took a few photos of myself, kind of like, you know, shoulders, legs, stomach, my fat ass, you know, all that kind of stuff. And what I want to do is I want to go through it again and see how far along my progress has come in a little bit over a month, you know. And judging by that, I might be a little bit more strict in my diet, or I might say, you know what, my diet's been working thus far. Let me just continue this way, because I do not want to lose weight too fast. Because when that happens, you start losing muscle mass, you start losing strength, and that is something I've worked way too hard for it to happen to me. You know, I've busted my ass in the deadlifts, busted my ass in the squats, busted my ass in all these places, and I don't feel like, you know, going 325 for 10 reps down to, you know, 275 for 10 justifies having a six-pack for me, you know, or down to 225 for 10 justifies a six-pack, because 99% of the time you will not see people's abs, you know, unless it's that one dude that's walking down the street always shirtless. Other than that, it's just oh, look, it's cool, you got six packs, you know, it's cool to show off. Summer's come along, so I guess then, but as of right now, as of the season we're in, we're still in the winter season. Spring's coming up soon, like really soon, you know, as you can tell by the weather. And it is something that I gotta work on, but I ain't too stressed about it right now because of the season we're in, because of the progress I've been making. You know, as you saw some of my videos, my squats come up substantially to a point where I amaze myself. I'm like, yo, dude, that's on point. You've been busting ass, and when you've been busting ass, it's been coming through. You know, it's getting done. Other than that, what else? I don't know. Getting closer toward the end of the quarter as well, so that's kind of putting a little bit more stress on me, you know, mentally. So I'm trying to spend a little bit more time in the gym to help me relax, to help me get in the zone where I'm like, all right, you came in, you did your lifts, now go do your homework, do your schoolwork. Because a lot of times, the gym for me gets me in a mood to focus on the stuff I need to do. And, you know, it takes away a little bit extra energy that I have, because I get restless sometime when I don't lift. So that's about it for that. I guess I'll see you guys maybe next week when we start doing a little bit deadlifts.